Welcome back once again, guys. IPL Fight Club here between mouz.MaNa. He is our green Protoss here in the top left-hand corner of Tal'Darim against his opponent from Team Acer, our red Zerg player. That is Nerchio. So Nerchio versus MaNa now. Two very, very, very good players. MaNa, as you mentioned, knocking out Gaji last week in Fight Club. And of course, we're going to reiterate, we have our next opponent selected for Fight Club. It is going to be the reigning GSL Code S champion, NSOS's Jock G, and the winner of this match will go on to fight him.
Yep, should be pretty awesome at this point. It looks like it's going to be Nerchio. MaNa's going to really need to make something happen in this game if he wants to stay alive in this IPL Fight Club. He's got a favorable spawn. I got to say, it'll be easy for him to harass that natural from below the ledge if he decides to do a strategy that kind of exploits that. So I think he's going to be pretty happy with the spawn locations on this map.
Definitely. And, you know, we have been mentioning, though, that it seemed like the European Zergs that we've been watching were still favoring those Baneling busts at the front of walls on this map. So MaNa is going to go ahead and forge fast expands. The question is Nerchio going to try to do something very aggressive to try and bust that, or is he just going to try to macro out of it?
I don't know, man. I mean, Nerchio seems like I want to say he's too good to try something like that. It looks like I think a lot of people would agree that Baneling busts against Protoss aren't terribly good in a lot of cases. You kind of need to get lucky and catch the Protoss unawares, or you have to be July Zerg, one of the two things. And so I don't know. I don't think we're going to see Nerchio try anything like that. I think he's just going to kind of continue to do what he's been doing, you know, play standard, do good scouting, and try to crush whatever MaNa throws at him.
I'm imagining that list on a test or a flowchart or something. A, are you July Zerg?
Yeah.
No. Then, is your Zerg unaware?
Oh.
Evo
chamber again. That looks pretty gross when you have the Evo chamber building where the...
Yeah, it is.
Ugh.
Yeah, when you have kind of the
disgusting
decimated hatchery remains down at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, Photon Cannon up. We have a similar situation. What we saw was this game 2 on Shakura's Plateau, I believe it was, when the when we saw this as well. Double extractor trick as well.
I like that. Doing that again to get the queen out. That's a pretty awesome little move that Nerchio does in his openings.
Yep, and especially useful now because he did invest so much into putting up that evolution chamber. And we'll see if MaNa can defend against this as well as he did last time. And looks like he is eventually going to take down that pylon, and I would assume expand right away. Actually, Minerals finishing up just as that goes down, and there's the natural.
Yep, pretty good timing with that. A lot of Zergs kind of work that into their play nowadays. They kind of expect it to happen. And with the Evo Chamber, he still does kind of have his base a little bit earlier than MaNa does. So that worked out pretty well. He's got to run those probes away, though.
Yeah, but it looks like they do get away. The Proving's trying to tear after them, but...
oh, man.
Wow, when he ran back like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. But there's a Zergling follow-up now, and Nerchio just runs right on by with 3 Zerglings. Those probes are continue to be pulled off the line. That is actually, if you think how long those 2 probes have been pulled off the line, that's a lot of lost mining time.
Yep. And Nerchio does also see those 2 gases as well. So he's gaining a lot of information from this. And if he wants to, I guess he just wants to try to go for some probe kills. But he could keep those Zerglings alive for a very long time in MaNa's base.
Yes, he could, because the expansion is still coming out now for MaNa. And, there we go. Finally, a Zealot running its way up to the front there. But nice job. 2 probes have fallen, and only a couple of Zerglings have gone down. These have been basically the best Zerglings ever.
Yep, that's right. The best Zerglings ever.
That's true. That is the scientific way to put it there.
They are the best Zerglings ever. They just killed another probe, man.
Wow.
That's impressive.
4 workers
I'm
killed.
starting to believe.
Yes. Do you believe in miracles?
And see, this is kind of what I was talking about, too. I mean, with good control, you don't even need to do damage. You just need to keep those Zerglings alive. And the Protoss player is going to be like, well, am I going to delay what I was planning on doing, or am I just going to do it and let my opponent see it? It's not a win-win. It's not exactly a win-win situation for Protoss.
Right. And let's see here. Another probe could very well fall here in just a second. It looks like...
Oh, he catches him. Oh, no. One still gets away.
Yeah.
Man, these Zerglings are like greased or something like that. Covered in Zerg butter or whatever.
Yes. I have visions of
Creep
the Family
goo.
Guy, greased up deaf guy. Let's see here. Nexus does finish up. 23 workers to 28. When you expand that fast, you do not want to be that far behind in workers as that finishes up. So much
a lot of
gas
built up. Look at that.
Yeah, he was mining with 6 probes on gas that entire time. But he had lost so much mineral mining time that it was bad for him. We do have another hatchery, though, finishing up over at the 6 o'clock for Nerchio. And looks like he's already transferring over some drones. I'm sorry.
Yep. Nice probe placement there. You could see where the normal third would be, but that's not going to help him against the kind of hidden third that Nerchio has. And Nerchio going for the Roach Warren as well right now.
Yeah. Let's see here. So already, wow, he had walked a queen over that entire way as well. Nice timing on that. So let's see. Oh, no. Oh,
Mana.
Okay,
oh, I thought, he was going to know, just going for the Xel'Naga Tower instead, I guess. He should do some scouting here. I mean, a good Protoss is going to send a probe around the map and look for things like that. So he'll probably find it before too long. Yeah, I think he already has kind of an inkling of what might be there. Sending the Zealot down right away to check for it. Well, he saw the creep.
He saw the very edge of the creep, so
yeah.
Hopefully he has figured that out.
Was that even enough creep? Oh, look at that, pulling the Zerglings back.
Yeah,
very nice micro. Oh, he still loses 2 Zerglings.
Yeah, good job by Mana in response, and then target fire the hurt.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, just really focusing on that. Did he see enough of the creep to actually...
Now, if you look at his vision...
Yeah, but you won't really see it on the mini-map. That's the thing.
Precisely, but he can still tell it's there if you would hover over that area.
Yeah, it's barely there. Yep.
Okay, and looks like 3 gates following up this robo facility that just finished. Let's see, Warp Prism. Okay. I was waiting for something along those lines. Nerchio, on the other hand, he's going up to layer tech. He's got his Roach Warren down. He has, well, he has been sticking with 3 base roaches. That is what he has done every game.
Awesome. Yeah, and it's worked out really well for him. Mana trying again something new, going for the Warp Prism instead this time. Have to see how that works out for him.
That's a lot quicker Spire than we had seen over the past few games. Now, remember, one game he did eventually do some Mutalisk harassment. That was on the game on Shatter Temple after the ridiculous Void Ray Zealot push and stuff like that. But, you know, this go-around,
that Warp Prism,
different.
That Warp Prism just flew right by that Overlord. Nothing really going right for Mana at this point. He's going to need to do a lot of damage with this attack.
Zergling's already coming back, but look at this. We have a Warpent down on the low ground, and he has indeed seen this expansion because he's making his way over there with 4 Zealots.
Yep. Trying to do a little bit of harassment, but, you know, again, Nerchio ready for that. Although, is he ready for this? These Zealots going right after the Spine Crawler.
Right, and the Spine Crawler is going to fall pretty quickly. Only 1 Zealot has gone down. This Queen is going to have to back away, but all mining time has been stopped there.
Yep, Zealot's pretty slow here.
And looks like we have those sentries dropping down as well, so a little bit of dual-pronged harassment now for Mana.
Yeah, this is pretty good. He's got to be really careful, though. That's a lot of Zerglings and a few Roaches there as well.
Ooh, nice job picking up the sentries as well. The one that had lost its shields will recover that while it's inside of the Warp Prism. Yet, bringing in more units now. Oh, cancels then.
Oh, man. Loses the Warp Prism. Manages to get 2 sentries out in time, but not too much. A little bit more damage being done here. Looks like he might lose that Extractor.
Surprised. Looks like
but man,
he wouldn't just finish it off. It was down. He had already spent so much time to get it down to 40 hit points.
Look at the supply lead for Nerchio right now. This is just what he does. He just plays really safe. He holds off whatever the opponent throws at him. And then, you know, when he feels good, he's going to counterattack. It looks like a little bit of lag for mouz.MaNa there.
And
it does happen.
Theoretically, they should just be playing from roughly the same location to the same servers, but of course it could be individual ISP problems or something like that.
Yeah, well, they are on the the server closest to them, so
yep,
it would just be kind of ESP stuff. Yeah, they're mind reading each other. That's the problem. That's why Nerchio is doing so well. No, ISP.
It's a star.
Not ESP.
It's a star. I think the card is a star.
Thankfully, we don't need to worry about ESP
in
these matches.
That is true. That is true. Those would be called map hacks.
Yep. Well, some people, you watch them play, you got to wonder if they do have that ESP.
Nesty is the one who immediately comes to mind as far as decision making. Yes.
Yep.
All right, a lot of mutos just popped up. What anti-air is sitting out there? Well, really, not a lot. We have 5 stalkers, we have 2 sentries, and that is it for anti-air.
All right. So 3rd being taken now for Mana. He's going to try to go for some sort of Colossus timing after this. But, with the Mutalisks out, Nerchio is going to be able to keep him in his base for quite a while. As he takes his 4th, I'm imagining that's probably what he'll want to do.
Yeah, certainly.
Pretty soon.
And I actually think those mutas, I realize they're getting +1 carapace so they could actually stand in there and engage against smaller groups of stalkers and stuff. Oh, wow. Or they could just pull everything out of position because there's nothing here to defend against that. Wow.
Oh, man, a lot of probes are going to get killed here. Little roach push from the front as well. The probes still not being pulled away at the main. Oh, man, and an attack at the 3rd. Nerchio is just all over Mana in this game.
Yeah, he is.
Mana's just getting completely outplayed in this series.
And looks like Mana's going to have to, well, I don't know what he's going to do because he just lost his
the Colossus
natural.
is on its own.
Oh, no. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's, I mean, he'll
Oh,
sack.
the Colossus is lucky. Well, maybe not too lucky. Is it
Oh,
lucky?
GG.
Oh, mouz.MaNa.